Hey everyone, it's Tiff. Welcome back to my channel. So I am officially moving back to New York City next spring of 2025, and I have not filmed a video explaining the reason that I'm moving back yet, but this is not the video for it. I wanted to do a room tour of the space I'm currently living in because this will be officially my last apartment before I move back to New York. So I wanted to show you guys my space, and yeah, right now I am standing at the entrance and talking to a mirror. But as you see, this is actually the front door, and here is the door to my bathroom. But I'm just gonna turn it around and start showing you guys the room tour and then tell you guys all the fees and everything that I'm paying. Let's get started. So as you can see, this is the front door, and right here next to the mirror is my shoe closet with a bunch of storage space. And this is where I put my socks because I want to be able to just change out of my socks or like whatever when I'm putting on my shoes. And above the shoes I have more storage just for bathroom cleaning products, and there are cleaning products here as well. I did remove like the shelvings that are supposed to be here so that I can put like taller things like my cleaning and my fan. Turning back around, the front door with more shoe rack right here, and I put my recyclables on here so that I can remember to take it out to the trash when I'm leaving the house, and some umbrellas that I'm using. And then like this is like a DIY thing, but this shoe rack thing originally was too short on the bottom, so I couldn't put my boots, but I had like random cardboard from some packaging and I was able to stick it under and just raise the shelf. So yeah, I'm like a big DIY person. And then turning it around, this is the front door light, so if I just click this, it turns off all the lights. And then behind here, you can already see my entire space. Before I go into that space, I will show you guys bathroom, which is super normal bathroom. And what I like is, of course, is that there's a shower booth, so it doesn't get the whole entire bathroom wet, which I do not like. I know that's like the Korean norm. And yeah, we do have a lot of storage up here. So yeah, just like girl stuff, you know? And I have my hair stuff there in that part. And there's some space here as well that I can just put on top. I put my laundry stuff here and my laundry basket. And yeah, it comes with the towel rack already, so I didn't have to install it like I did in my last space because they didn't have a towel rack and I had to install it on my own. And this could be a towel rack, but it's kind of too short and I can't really lay out my whole towel and just kind of like gets that mildew smell. And then I just put my own face towel hooks here. So back out into the kitchen area, I do have my laundry machine here and just regular kitchen, but not a lot of counter space as you see. It came with its own microwave and a rice cooker, but I already had my own and I wanted to use my own, so I had to switch it out and I stored the microwave somewhere else. But I also have an air fryer and a toaster and like a water boiler, so yeah, there was just like too much stuff on the counter, and that's why I got this rack instead to hold, you know, snacks and like food. And this is actually my trash can, so this is for plastic bags, and then this is for regular trash, so I'm not going to show you guys. The kitchen space itself does come with a lot of storage, and then the drying rack and this pot as well. Space up here for just storing my food and plates, and here as well, which is really hard to reach though, so I don't put that much stuff up there. And then of course pots and pans below the kitchen sink. Then actually above the vent I put some random stuff that I don't use often. And this rack here I put by myself because I had an extra one, so I just use it to hang these little cloths, seasoning. And then over here underneath, this is actually a pull-out table, and I put some extra food in there as well. And sometimes if I'm preparing food and I don't have enough space, I will use this part. This is the fridge. Not much food in there, not gonna show you guys. And then the freezer. And actually, above the fridge, I have my rice cooker that came with the apartment. Okay, so welcome to my living room, which is basically the bedroom and everything else. But just to talk about my living room first, I did get a sofa for, I think I got it at my last apartment as well after I moved out from the 2-bedroom with my roommate, and I moved that sofa to this apartment. I'm really happy that I have a sofa and I get to like nap on the sofa all the time. So behind here I do have a shelf just to hold like medicine, random little trinkets here and there, and just decoration and my perfume. Above here is my clothing rack. I do have a closet as well, I just can't fit everything in there, and that's why I do need this extra little rack space, which I've had at my other apartment. I think that's kind of it for the living area. I mean, yeah, I still have my coffee table, and I do end up using my laptop here a lot, and I watch TV here a lot. And I don't actually use, I have a TV that comes with the apartment, but I don't actually use it often because I don't pay for TV. So sometimes I would plug my laptop to the TV as just a display, but my couch is not facing the TV. Actually, when I first moved in, the couch was facing the TV, so it was on this side, backed against the bed, but I felt like it was still really close, or just that the space was really cramped because I was cutting off this big space, and yeah, like it was just really cramped right in front of the TV, so I decided to just move everything around and just not use TV. I will show you guys the bedroom and everything else now. So just to show you guys quickly, this is where the TV is, and then my clothing rack with a bag storage, some outer coats, and then here is the bedroom area. I still don't have a bed frame because it just takes up too much space, so same thing, I use my old sofa bed and just use that on top of the sofa bed. And yeah, like this is so ghetto, but my desk is sitting on top of my sofa bed. And the reason for that is because I used to have a bigger computer chair, and it was a tight space getting in and out of the chair, and honestly I don't need the desk to be so far from the bed, but the sofa bed is too big, it comes out too much. So yeah, this is my way of just conserving space. And it's super ghetto, but like if I guess the bed platform, which is the sofa bed, was a little bit smaller, then it would be just right. But because the sofa bed is just too big, I had no choice but to put the desk on the sofa bed. Yeah. And then about the desk, this part over here is supposed to be kind of like a thing on top of this, so it comes on like a second platform, but it's like too high, like it feels like a kind of like, I don't know, a wall, and I didn't want that, so I took it off and then just leaned it against my windowsill instead. It looks so much nicer like that. And yeah, I used to have a computer screen for work, but I've already sold that, and now I literally don't use this desk anymore, and I'm gonna sell that after the room tour. Honestly, this desk is only still around because I need to film the room tour. I have a lot of decoration on my windowsill and over here. So my suitcase is here right now because I'm going on a trip soon, but usually my suitcase is actually in my closet. So I don't really want to show you guys everything, but there's space up here in my closet where I can put my suitcase and it fits my carry-on. 2 drawers on the bottom so I can fit more clothes, and then it has another side here for more hanging space, and then just put like my bedding products here, and then on top is my snowboarding stuff. Right next to my closet is my vanity, and I do have another DIY thing here, which is my lighting. They don't have a built-in light for the vanity, so this is actually a standing lamp that I used to have in the living room of my older apartments, but because I don't have space at all anymore for a standing lamp, I use it as a vanity lamp. And this is actually a door hook hanger thing, and I just tied it onto the door hook with some ribbons. Like, I don't know how I thought of it, I just did. And then if anyone wants this contraption and wants to like get off my hands when I move, feel free to take it. Behind the vanity is storage, of course, lots of storage, and just my makeup stuff, a drawer for some of my tech stuff, and then I have 2 more slots here that I didn't even fill up. This part here is a boiler room where you're not supposed to put anything because things might catch on fire, but I decided that I needed the space to put my bigger suitcases. So just to show you guys, I have my suitcase in here and then another one down there. And then just my view of the freaking construction. Now on to everything that I'm paying for this apartment. So I am doing a 월세 contract, which is a big deposit with a monthly rent. My deposit, which is 보증금, is 10 million won, and my monthly rent is 850,000 won. On top of that, I do have a maintenance fee, which comes out to be between like 140 to 150,000 won per month, which is kind of a lot because it doesn't include anything except water and electricity. So on top of that, I have to pay for gas, which comes out to be about 6 to 12,000 won per month, but I barely cook and I don't turn on the heat that often. And internet is separate as well. Originally, the building provided a package, so it's cheaper, but they stopped that this year and I had to find my own internet provider. So internet is about 19 or 20,000 won per month. I think that's all I'm paying for my apartment. I mean, it is quite expensive. It's more expensive than the last place that I was living at, but that place was near Gimpo Airport, which is a bit further than everything else. It is a bit bigger. It actually looks exactly like this current apartment, but maybe like 2 feet longer, so I have more space between my bed and the living space. But it is farther and no one really comes to hang out with me there. So living in Gangnam has definitely been super convenient. Friends are always in Gangnam, or I can go to places much more easier because it's so central. Like there's many buses right out on the Gangnam road, and my apartment, like front door to the subway station, is only like 30 seconds. So I am paying for the convenience, but I am glad to be living in the Gangnam area for my last year in Korea because I'm not like wasting time on the subway that often. And honestly, I did move here in the first place because my old company that I was working for up until October was based in Gangnam, so it was only like a 6 to 8 minute walk to work. Again, paying for convenience. So I moved into this apartment March of 2023, and it's been a year and a half now. And technically the contract is only 1 year and I had to extend it in March, but right now my landlord has been super flexible with my situation, and she said that I just have to tell her 2 months in advance of when I'm officially moving. And so I do have to tell her very soon. I don't have any dates set in stone yet, but yeah, I'm gonna miss this place so much when I leave Korea for sure. Like having my own space, and I like living so close to everything. Every other night I feel kind of sad that I'm leaving Korea, but I will come back soon with another video just to talk about why and when I'm gonna be leaving Korea officially. Hopefully if and when I ever come back to Korea in the future, I can still be living in a place that's really conveniently located. I think that's all I have to share about my space in Gangnam, and if you guys have any questions or comments or anything at all, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!